Vagwan my Famalam, welcome to the new video and the new series about object-oriented programming. In this series we will look at some basic fundamentals of object-oriented programming, and this series will look like this. I will talk about important fundamentals, then I will show you in an example. So I will code a little video and explain all the stuff around the certain topic. Then I will give you exercise. In the exercise there will be something like more than I will show you in the tutorial, because you have to learn how to think like a programmer and find some stuff on the internet. You have to do this exercise. It will be fun exercise. You don't have to do it, but you want to do it. Famalam. You want to do it, and you will learn a lot there, because you will process the information I gave you, and it will stick with it. You will stick with that information, and you will progress efficiently. So what is object-oriented programming? You definitely created some little programs already. And there was like if statement, else statement. There is function. Okay, I will call the function in the main, and there will be other function called in the main, and if this happen, that will happen. And if this guy know this guy, this know them. And there is like beginner programming thinking. So you have a lot of data, and you write functions and if statements, loops that operate over all of the data, and it's basically one big mess. And if you want to do some more complex stuff, it doesn't make sense. You make a lot of repetitions and you repeat yourself. Also, it's not very secure if any function can operate over private data which are there, and it doesn't make sense in the more intermediate stuff. Therefore, we have object-oriented programming. Let me clean this a little bit. Object-oriented programming is not something new. You have to learn some terms and theory and stuff like that. It's just this programming, but it's structured and it's bounded together. The information you need, the data you need, it's just bounded together. Like here is some data, here is some data, here is some data, and functions that can operate over this data are just here. They cannot operate over this data. They are just bounded together, and this is called class, and it is like blueprint for other objects. And these classes have some association between each other, and this can have some like inheritance from this class and so on. So it's like here function operate over all data, here function operate only related data, and they are bounded together, and these functions are called methods. And that's probably it. Let's move on. There is actually few terms I want to discuss with you also. There is class. What is class? Class is like blueprint from which you create objects, because everything in Python is an object. So you have class. Let's look at this example. You have class name car. It will look like this. This is abstraction of our class. This is class. This is blueprint of car, and this is our class. It will have some brand but you don't know which brand because it's a blueprint. Number of windows, but you don't know because it is a blueprint. Number of wheels, but you don't know because it is a blueprint and also a color. So you create an object from this car. So it will look exactly the same, but now it is a Mercedes. And it has, I fucked up this sign, but it doesn't matter. It has 2 windows and also it is green. Yeah. And it has 4 wheels. So now we have a real object, and it is created from this class. This class also has some function that can operate over this object, this imaginary object. This car has some function that can operate over this object. This car can drive. Okay, so the function, or in other words, method, can be performed on every object created from this blueprint. So this car can also drive. So this car is driving. But the method, let's say this is our world and this is all data from our world. This method cannot operate over this data because this is bounded. This is the data and this is the functions that operate over the data. So these functions can operate only over our class car, not here. Understood? Yeah. So let's move on to the code. Syntax isn't that important because you will learn while we are programming. So, but I will show you. You define the name class and then you define the name of the class, like this. Our class is named animal. The first thing you have to do in a class, you have to make a constructor, the function that is called init, and it is called every time you create a new object. Because you have to create that object. You cannot have just class and doing nothing. Understand? Yeah. How to write the instructor? It's a basic function, but it's in a class. Yeah. So you define a function named underscore init, and you have to put self, the object you want to create, in the parameters of that function. Then you can put another attributes like name of the animal you will create and its weight. I didn't misspell it, or weight. Yeah, it's correct. And you have to, that function doesn't know what to do with the name or with self. Yeah, it's like self, it's only the object, nothing more. So you have to, the object, like the self is the object, understand? Self, the object name is its name, yeah. Object weight, its weight. Now we can create that object. We will have doc. Doc is an object from blueprint animal. Yeah, let me change this because I don't like UK keyboard. And self, you don't have to put self there because self is here. Self is the doc. You just need to put name and weight. Name will be Dogos and the weight will be 14 kilograms. Now you have object name dog and its instance of the class animal. So what will happen if you print out dog? It will just print where is the object stored, but you want to print some more information about dog. So you do it like this. You put dog dot name. Now you can print the attributes from the object dog. Oh, let's see. Yeah, his name is dog. Yeah, that's easy. What if you create another instance of that class? Let me see. Cat will be also animal, and her name will be Chi. Let me fix this, and she will wait. Yeah, I fucked up there because I want to integer, not string. Maybe 7 kilograms. If you print out cat and also you print out cat weight, you will see that there is two instances of animal class, therefore two objects. They are stored on the different address, so there are different one. And we also print out the weight of the cat, which is 7, that is here, and the name of the dogos. Yeah, you got it. So we can define. Now we'll look at those methods we are mentioned before. So we will also define a function. It will be called eat. We have to put self there because the object is eating. Yeah, you cannot do the method over the object and the object won't be there. So on what data will be operate that function if there is no object, if there is no data, you know? And then you will define another mandatory parameter for this method. I will call it food, and you have to specify and put it argument over that method when you call it. So the method will print out f string, name of the object is likes eating, and the food you will specify later. So now we have object dog, and let me show you a quick trick. You can easily outline a block of code, like when you need to press shift and arrows. Yeah, it's easy. And then when you want to comment the whole block, you just press Ctrl plus key, Ctrl plus C. Yeah, it's done. Also, you can do it one more time. Ctrl plus key, Ctrl plus C. It's quick trick. Then I just back, or you can just also another quick trick. Ctrl arrows and Ctrl X. No, Shift arrows and Ctrl X. You will delete the block of code. Yeah, now we can call the method over our object data. So we will write doc dot, call the function, the method eat, and the self is already here. Self is the dog, and we need to put the parameter food. So what does dog like to eat? I think meat. Yeah, that's a good idea. So when we run the code, it will, yeah, we haven't saved the code. So now when we run the code, it will write dogos likes eating meat. Here's the self, it is the object name, the attribute of the dog object likes eating food, the parameter we put here. And that's all. So now you understand the basic concept of object-oriented programming, or OOP, and it's your turn. You will do one little funny exercise in the description of this video. There is a GitHub repository with the instruction and also the solution. But if you watch the solution before the instructions are done by you, I will delete all your accounts. Yeah, there is a malware that recognize if you done the exercise or the exercise haven't been done yet. So don't look at the solution before the code is written. Yeah, there's many saying goodbye, mandem, have a good one, bye, cheers, peace.